Let us now discuss the algebraic word problems. When we say algebraic word problems or questions that require translating sentences to equations, then solving those equations. And also, algebraic word problems are mathematical problems that involve translating real-world situation into algebraic equations or expression in order to solve them. You then solve these equations to find the values of the unknowns, which represents the solutions of the real-world problem. How do we solve algebraic word problems? Solving algebraic word problems requires us to combine our ability to create equations and solve them. To solve an algebraic word problem, first let us define a variable. Second, write an equation using the variables. And lastly, solve the equations. Note that if the variable is not the answers of the word problem, use the variable to calculate the answer. Now we have here an example of algebraic word problem. As I have said, algebraic word problem, we need to define or read the problem and understand. What are we looking for well in this problem? It says that the sum of 4 and 5 times the square of a number is equal to negative 12 times the same number. What are the possible numbers? So we are looking for the numbers, and so we can define that is let x equals the number. Before the equal sign, we see this the sum of 4 and 5 times the square of a number. The first word that we see is the word sum. And when we see a what like sum, difference, product, and quotient, we want to look for the word and that where that will go. So the word and here, which is tied to the word sum, so that's where the plus goes. We can see that before we see the word and, we can see the word for. So we can write 4 plus, after that is the expression 5 times the square of a number. So that means 5 times the square of numbers. Well, to say the square of number is this is going to be x squared, and we got the equal to the part of this is going to be equal to negative 12 times the same number. So that means we have negative 12 times x, that is the unknown number is what we're looking for. Now notice this is a quadratic equation to get everything to one side, and we do that. We also want to make sure that our terms are written in descending order. So when we do that, we have 5x squared. This comes over as a positive 12x. There's our plus 4, then this is equal to 0. We have a lot of different ways of trying to solve this equation. Well, factoring is one the easiest things to do. It's a trinomial with no common factor other than 1. 5 is a prime number, so we know that only way to break down 5x squared is 5x and x. Everything here is positive, so that means 2 positives. Look at the factors of 4. The factors of 4 are 1 times 4, 2 times 2, as we've seen before. This numbers have a common factor of 2, and you want to see just to go into 12. Since 2 does go into 12, we should have used those factors. So we get 2x here, and we multiply it here, and we get 10x. So 10 plus 2 is gonna give us the 12x. We are looking for numbers, so using the zero factor theorem, We finish this problem by solving for x. We get negative 2 fifths by subtracting the 2 divided by 5. The other solution is x equals negative 2. So these are the solutions. Therefore, the numbers are negative 2 fifths and negative 2.